Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. Hase, and today's topic is fungi and plants. Three groups of plants we are going to talk about for the upcoming exam review. So labs 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we'll start with lab 9, which is fungi. Okay, so fungi, as you know, it's a very large kingdom. The mushroom, so the most well-known species are mushrooms. They belong to the fungi kingdom. So they can provide proteins, many nutrients, while minimum harmfulness to the environment. So Agaricus bisporus, which is actually a $24 billion economy with varieties such as portobello, cremini, button mushrooms, both white and brown in the US. So let's take a look at some of the phylums. There are seven phylums. 5 of them are called major phylums, and 2 other phylums. Altogether, 7 phylums under this kingdom. So first phylum is Mycoda, which is sac fungi. You see here sac fungi, which is basically yeast is one of the most important species. Under this, there are 30,000 other species. Yeast is a model organism, also used in both beer and wine production. Truffles, mildews, and molds also can be under this group called Mycoda. Again, there are 1.5 million species of fungi. They feed by absorption, or eukaryotic heterotrophs. So they are consumers. They have cell walls, but their cell walls is made of chitins. They have hyphae walls, 1 cell thick, and mycelium, many cells that make the fungi. They have no true root or stem or leaves. Second phylum is Mycoda, which are also called club fungi. So we know them because of the agaricus, which is cultivated mushrooms, and also rusts, like wheat rusts that they cause disease in wheat plants. Again, many mushrooms are available, like oyster, shiitake, portobello, maitake, lion's mane, just some of the examples of these. So third phylum is Mycoda. It's a small phylum, which is basically, they are also called citrids, and they have only 750 species. They have flagella, they are aquatic. Phylum number 4 is Mycoda, which is one of the most important species under this is penicillin, which is used to kill bacteria and antibiotics, and since 1928. Next phylum is Glomerular Mycoda. This is known for mycorrhizae, a fungi which can help plants to get extra phosphorus and sometimes sulfur to the plants. Next phylum is Mycoda, which has also some plant-related stuff. They cause actually diseases like potato light blight, like Irish potato famine. Phytophthora infestans is this species. Next phylum is phylum number 7, which is Mycoda, which is bread molds, like black bread mold, which is Rhizopus, is in this. And then there is one species, they are called lichens. They are algae plus fungi combination. They can do photosynthesis. There are 17,000 species of these lichens, like Xanthoria elegans, a well-known one. Again, they have symbiotic living relationship, and they are resilient to extreme environments. So very cool kingdom, fungi. Next one is we have top 6, 7, and 8. Three kingdoms of, I'm sorry, 3 groups of plants. So lab 6 is seedless but vascular plants. So they are seedless, they use spores, but they are vascular, so they are a little advanced plants, but they don't have seeds or flowers or fruits. So vascular means they do have They have a vascular system like xylem and phloem. Okay, so that means they can actually carry water and nutrients from root to the above part of the plant. So there are well-known phylums under these seedless vascular plants. So we are going to see some examples. Ferns is one really well-known one, which is the fern. But there are other ones like Lycophyta, which is club mosses, horsetails like Sphenophyta, whisk ferns like Xylophyta, and ferns, Pterophyta. Right, so four major phylums under this group. So they are called vascular seedless plants. Their origin goes back to the 420 million years ago. So like ferns and fern allies. Okay, vascular tissue, root, leaf, stem, fronds, spores, and sporophyte is their dominant part, unlike some other groups. So Rhinophyta is one phylum that extinct, is not around anymore. We only know it from fossils. That's the oldest vascular plant. Cooksonia, which is 420 million years old, is the first vascular plant, Cooksonia. Okay, so ferns, like you see here, with its life cycle and heart-shaped gametophyte and sporophyte with fronds and fiddleheads, you can see here, they have 20,000 species of ferns. That's actually vascular plants with no seeds. They bear spores. Their sporophyte produce spores and is the dominant generation again. Their gametophyte is heart-shaped, produce gamete, archegonia, female, antheridia, male. They have true roots, stems, underground stems, leaves. They're called fronds, and they have sori, which are these little tiny things underneath of the leaf, which carries the spores. They have xylem and phloem. There are other groups here. Ferns can be a hyperaccumulator for metals like arsenic. They also use for biofertilizers. So they are very, very important. Seedless vascular plants like Xylotum is important one, Xylotum nudum, the lower vascular plant with only stem. They have xylem, phloem, and stoma. Their branches are dichotomous. And they have yellow sporangia on branches. So that's lab 6. Make sure to check every slide at the end. The next one is Gymnosperms, which is cone-bearing. So which are the cone-bearing plants? So they are the ancient plant groups with seed production. These are called seed plants. So that means they have seeds. There are 4 groups under this called Cycadophyta, Ginkgophyta, Gnetophyta, and Coniferofida. But we are going to mostly focus on Coniferofida, even though the other groups are important too. Again, they have spores, 2 seeds. Spore is not, I mean, they move from spore to seeds. Sorry. So spores are haploid reproductive cells, but seeds are embryo covered with endosperm and testa. They can be in cones or fruits. In next chapter, next lab, can live anywhere with food source. Okay, so here you see a Coniferofida life cycle. Seeds, very, very important in this group and also in the next group. Seed cones are female cones. They are the large cones, and then they form more upper part of the tree. Okay, pollens, they are sperm form in pollen. Their sperms are in their pollens, and pollen forms in this small pollen cones, staminate cones. They are being pollinated mostly. Gymnosperms also are tallest and oldest plants. Okay. So our next group is Angiosperms. This is the most advanced plant group. They have flower, fruits, and seeds. They are flowering Angiosperms or flowering plants. They date back to 140 million years ago. So most recent group of plants, 80% of today's plants are in this group. There is only one, excuse me, there are 2 So there's only one phylum, which is Angiosperms, which is flowering plants, and there are two classes only, dicotyledons or eudicots and monocots. 65,000 of the species are monocots, 175,000 species are eudicots. They have flowers and fruits. Here you see a flower anatomy. You can see four major parts: sepal, petals, stamen, and carpel, which is the female part here. Petals are these colorful parts. So their color depend on if they like to be pollinated with insects or birds. Flowers can be male or female flower or both. Perfect flower like male and female on the same, like hermaphrodite. Monocots have 3 sepals, while 3 petals. Dicots have 4 or 5 of each. And this is a very important group. Again, make sure that you look at leaf, monocot versus dicot, leaf anatomy, root anatomy, monocot versus dicot. Again, flowers this is a dicot flower you see here. Seeds also different. Monocot has only 1 piece, dicot has 2 pieces, and also fruits. So fruits also can be simple fruit, like from simple flowers, or more complex compound fruits, and then seeds are inside fruits. So fruit and flowers and fruits, they go together, and so don't forget that. So make sure you remember studying some types of fruits and then example to each type of fruit. So, and this is it for this unit 2. Keep studying. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you in class and next video.